What was the best advice I ever received? Money is a great slave, but a horrible master. And no matter how much you're making right now, pay yourself first, put away the money because it compounds over the period of time. But the most important thing is to get financial intelligence to learn exactly just how money works. The most important thing is to get financial intelligence to learn exactly just how money works. I don't want to say the old cliche, but invest in yourself in an education, whatever category you want to go into. But the market is a really great place to invest in. But go to things that you really like and you understand. You know, Warren Buffett says he'll never invest in anything he doesn't understand. I technically only invest in things that if they went away, it would change my life. So if Instagram went away, it would change my life. If Uber went away, if Amazon went away, it would change my life. So try to find things that would change your life and educate yourself. Want to get some software, some really cheap software where you do not put any money in and you play with the investments that you like. And hypothetically, you would see what you would have earned if you would have had $10, $100, $2,000 in it. Every time you get a dollar or a paycheck, there are 3 principles to how you can be successful. The 3 ways to spend that money, and people always use them backwards. Number 1, you pay for what you absolutely need. Number 2, really critical, invest. And number 3, treat yourself to the things you don't need but you would like to have. But people usually do number 3 as number 1. They never do number 2, and number 1 is number 3. Be successful. Do it the right way. Is a patent even necessary? You know, a patent is a claim that you have something and you provide something that somebody else doesn't. And a lot of people feel they need patents. You may need a patent. I'm not sure if you do. I didn't put 3 sleeves on a t-shirt. I don't have a patent on FUBU. I have a trademark. A trademark costs $2,500 for category 24. I've had hundreds of patents on other things that I've never been able to protect, but you can't put FUBU on another garment for $2,500. Simple as that. It's speed to market a lot of times. But I'm not saying the patents aren't important, but you know, if you're dealing with a drug or you're dealing with various other things, they are. But generally it's speed to market. What do you see are the positive talking points or where you think they're having challenges in today's time?
I think that the biggest myth for black entrepreneurs is that it's a lack of access to capital which is standing in the way alone. And while access to capital is important, and there's no question that organizations like JP Morgan Chase help that, the biggest challenge for African American entrepreneurs is scale. Because without scale, you can't do business with corporate America.
Right.
So you will remain a micro business for life until you get to scale. So what we have to try to do as African Americans is combine our businesses, combine our talents to come together, right? If JP Morgan and Chase could get together, right? If American West could get together, Pookie and Ray Ray can get together to run a business. Would you rather own 100% of a company that generates $100,000? Would you rather own 25% of a company that generates $50 million?
Right. At the end of the day, a lot of times people think inwardly about their company or their product. A lot of times I want to think, what am I promising the consumer? And how will I deliver that promise? I have to think about what's in it for that end of the day person who's going to come out of their pocket and buy it. So what am I promising? How am I gonna deliver it? And now do I have the assets to deliver it accurately?
The one thing everybody always wants to know is, how do you start?
There's no one formula to starting, right? The only key to starting is starting small, starting with whatever resources you have. So whether you was out in the park, you know what I mean, having a rap and perform and entertain people, whether I was on the street selling hats,
Right.
I took the shot and did it. I didn't say, man, I need a big budget. I need to design this. I can't, you know. I just had to do it. I just had to get out there and keep doing it. And that's the most important thing that anybody, and that's the successful people, that's what they do. Expect to hear no forever. You know,
right, you're still hearing no.
I'm still hearing no. You're still hearing no. Mark Zuckerberg's still hearing no. It doesn't get easier, but if you're...
Who's saying no to Zucks? I want to hear your... Somebody. China?
I saw Zuckerberg getting interviewed by Obama. He said, listen, they said it's never going to go to other Ivy League schools. Then when it goes to high schools, nobody wants to be on the same platform their grandmother's on. And now it's going to be on laptops or computers. But who the hell is going to look at Facebook on their iPhone while they're riding their bike or whatever? Can't get into Africa. You're going to hear no, right? Always expect to hear no, but that doesn't matter. So you're going to always hear no, but enjoy the journey.
Is there a secret or secrets that all millionaires share?
I could tell you one thing that billionaires share, but most of the billionaires walk around with a book or a pad and they start writing things down. And after about the fifth or sixth billionaire I was around, I said, why do you keep doing that? And he said, well, if I'm going to make $1 billion this year and I'm going to give away 400 million of it in taxes, why am I running around starting to do new businesses if I can find ways to save 200 million of those taxes? It's money I already earned. Why am I going to work for new money again, going back to finance, if I can legally reduce my tax implication?
Tell me how to save money on taxes.
Well, a tax lawyer, a lot of people think that a CFO and tax lawyer, a lot of people think that it's accountants who's supposed to save you in your taxes. Really, tax attorneys who share more knowledge on taxes. Accountants, a lot of times, just bring it in.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
need people who are being tax creative, like CFOs and tax accountants.
The
tax
first
attorneys.